I wish YouTube wasn't so shitty with all the copyright stuff, man. I would love to be playing music on my lives. Music, man. I'm such a music head. I'm such a hip hop baby, man. 80s baby. I don't know what I would do without hip hop. I really don't. Keep letting people come in. We're gonna do fan questions towards the end of this. But I want to talk about the King of the Dot Twitch West Coast division that just finished up. 4 battles went down. I'll talk about them and give you some of my feedback. And there could be some controversy on the way. Small controversy, good controversy, like clean controversy. Nothing wrong with arguing over who won, who lost. But I got some details to talk about. I got some interesting perspectives on the title of this video that we're gonna get to. Robbery, Frak 130. We'll get there. Oh shit, y'all early. We'll get there. We'll get there. All right. Let's keep letting people come in. Don't do that. Diamond District. Come on, man. Don't do that. We don't need to do that. As people coming in, once again, y'all know me. I do movies. I do albums. I do sneakers. I do all types of shit, right? I'm gonna go back to a golden era for me, the mixtape era. The DVD era was crazy too. You know, they kind of ran in parallel. The mixtape era, man. For me, I gravitate more towards mixtapes than albums. If you remember the mixtape era, I just want to keep letting people come in. We're gonna chop this real quick. I got y'all. We got some interesting things to talk about. You know that artists have more flexibility on mixtapes, street albums, opposed to the shit that was running through labels. You know, I don't know if Jeezy has a better album or album that's better than his first mixtape. I don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Even Fab, you know, he got some great albums, but you know, like look at his mixtapes run. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Joe Budden, he's got some cool stuff on his album, but he's really became solidified as one of the best rappers from the Mood Music series. You know, and I can keep going. Even some of my favorite rappers like a Royce 5'9", even though his albums are crazy too, but his mixtape shit. You know, I'm gonna show y'all something. Let me pick this up. If I drop this shit on live camera, you know what I'm saying? Just give me a pass, all right? Just give me a pass. You see this stack right here? You see this stack? That's all one person. One person. I give y'all 20 seconds to guess. One person that was banging on mixtapes out of New York so crazy that I have this many fucking CDs of him. I'll give y'all 20 seconds to guess. Oh shit, early. Yo, JJJJJ, man. I need to send you a cash app or something. Ding, ding, ding. We didn't need, nigga said Fab. No way. 50 is close, but you would have to include 50 NG Unit to have that many mixtapes. A bunch of people got it. Dipset is close. G Unit is real close. Yes, a bunch of people got it. Pap. Fucking Pap. This is all one person. This is all Pap. That's all Pap. And I'm such a fucking New Yorker. I'm such a hip hop nigga. I'm such a Manhattan, Broadway, Canal Street ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Papoose versus Mints. Let me try to find some of the classics real quick and then we're going to jump into the topic. The New Generation was cool. Try to remember that. Pat Styles, Cameron. Art of War. That's a dub. You know, dubs is alright. Dubs was cool back then. This was kind of like, I think this was the first CD with K Slay. Fuck with me, y'all. Beast from the East. Election Day. Classic shit. Moment of Silence. That's a dub. But when I say a dub, not today's dub. I mean back then dub, like it's recorded. I don't know why I got T.I. Damn, you fucking got T.I.'s not supposed to be in there. Oh, that's why. Because it's a T.I. and Papoose mix. Okay, I see what happened there. Alright, those is mixes. But look at that. Look at that shit. The Underground King. I remember that. Charades. Look, remember, this was police brutality shit all the way back then. He was on it. My nigga Pap. Mixtape murder. I say some of the illest shit they heard of. They better off going to get they burner. This is mixtape murder. Spit straight mixtape murder. Remember that? What? A bootlegger's nightmare. Oh shit, niggas like Pac and whatnot come to New York and shit running down on bootleggers. The best of unfinished business. I think this is the one we have Leak on it. He has so many features across all his mixtapes. Look at this shit. Menace to Society. Which one was this? Threaten to Promise. Am I crazy or am I crazy? Boys in the Hood. Am I crazy or am I crazy? I might could put this shit on eBay. This whole collection right here. The $1.5 million man. Remember all that controversy if his album was really coming out, not Serema Dream. Second place is the first loser. You hear that terminology sometimes. Best I do or die. Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm a chill, man. But I'm not bullshit. Like I said, this is all Pat. This is all Pat. Oh, you see it. You see what I'm saying? You see Pat Poof's name on everything. This is just all Pat. All Pat shit. All Pat. Whatever. It's crazy, right? And this is the album I was playing this morning while I was working out in the crib. Alright. What's this Jesus piece by The Game? This is one of my favorite albums by The Game. Alright, that's what I was playing this morning. Alright, let's get into it. First and foremost, big salute and shout out to King of Dot, man. I'm gonna get into one quick pro and one quick con. A like and a dislike before we jump into the battles. Which one y'all want first? A like or a dislike? Let's do the dislike. I got a major problem with the judges trying to say neutral rounds. King of the Dot, that gotta stop for every region and every battle going forward. That gotta stop. R&B, I know you was in a tight squeeze or maybe you really felt like that, you know what I'm saying, during the Dizaster versus Frak judging, and K-Doze, come on, man. K-Doze, you my nigga. But that's bad, my nigga. You had like two rounds. You try to draw like the first and the second and then only vote on the third. We not doing that shit. King of the Gannett, Gully, Bish, Penn, Direct, Fly, everybody. That gotta stop. This is the only time that can happen. No neutral fucking votes. That shit is whack. We want to see the intensity. Put y'all up there as judges. If you can't stay and take the heat, the fuck on. We want to see that pressure on y'all. It drives up the intensity, and then y'all get up there. We like, damn, that was a close battle. And you say, I gotta draw it, man. Go to anybody. Fuck out of here, man. We not dealing like that. We not doing that shit. All right, so that's my issue with today. It's not on King of the Dot. It's not on the production. It's not on Twitch. It's not on the battles. It's on the fucking judges. I don't like that shit at all. Let's talk about one major pro that was a big takeaway for me. The presentation, man. The shit looked beautiful. The shit looked beautiful, man. It's like a basement or some shit like that. Now, of course, every region is probably gonna look different. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go to the South and you got the Rec and the East Coast with Penn and the North with Gannett, you know, there's going to be different locations in this whole series. They're not all going to take place in that same spot. So I'm pretty sure they're going to stay creative. I'm pretty sure they're going to try to, you know, make sure that, and you got Rooney Day involved in Avocado. So it's gonna look crazy. But this one right here set the bar as well. So the regions, y'all better fucking make sure y'all holding it down because the West kicked it off and they shit look wicked. Shout out to Lush One for hosting. Not an easy job, especially in between battles when there's time passing and, you know, battles probably getting mic'd up, getting ready, and all that type of stuff. You got to keep people entertained, stay engaged, trying to read questions, answer questions. Answering about other battlers like Ilmac and Big K. You're talking about yourself. You're talking about tacos. Shout out to Lush One. Anybody that's talking that, you know, all right, man, I don't care about what taco you eating or whatever. It's not an easy job to get up there and have to host in between these battles and all that types of shit. It's not like a live event where people in the building is listening to the DJ, you know, the music playing and people at the bar chilling, talking shit. And even if you're on a pay-per-view, commercials running. They was running commercials. B-Dot had a sick song that was playing a lot. There's some other shit that was playing, but Lush, good job hosting, man. Good job. Oh, and congratulations, Lush. Congratulations. All right, let's get into the battles. And I'm gonna move through 3 of them and get to the main event so we can make this interesting. Real interesting. Not to say that the other ones wasn't interesting. The Saurus versus Mad Flex, good battle. Shout out to these 2 guys. I agree with the judges. The Saurus taking that. Caustic versus Active, a little edgy. Active had a couple stumble moments, but he still picked up the round real good. Caustic's first round, I don't think mounted up to Active's. The third round, I think a lot of people was edging Active. I think it could have gone either way. It definitely could have gone either way, but luckily that pressure wasn't on me to be a fucking judge. It went to Active. You can't be mad at that. So shout out to Active. Caustic held it down though. And then you got Saint and RX. Shout out to RX. She's a talented young woman. But I think a lot of people had Saint going in, and he did take that. I think what's sick about what can happen before we get to the main event is that we could end up seeing, and we got Dizaster versus the Saurus coming up, and we got Active versus Saint, which I like both of those matchups. I like both of those battles. But what's crazy is that we could end up with Dizaster versus Active. That's sick. $50,000 on the line. I don't want to hear none of that Jordan Down, Grape Street, friend, Crack City shit. Y'all both knew that y'all was in the brackets and could possibly cross paths. I'm sure y'all gonna leave shit off the table. You know, y'all gonna, certain things. But we want to see a battle. We want to see a battle. If it ends up being Dizaster versus Active, that could be sick. I kind of want to see that, and that's no disrespect to the Source, and that's no disrespect to Saint. But I like the way the bracket could put those 2 guys in front of each other. Same thing could happen on the East Coast. Like, what if we end up with like a Show Off and a J Murder or some shit like that? You know what I'm saying? He's friends, but 50 grand? Hey, man, it's not like I'm going to really kill you in real life. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lamar Gilmore. This robbery was worse than Bret Hart in Montreal. Oh, shit, y'all starting early. Appreciate the super chat, Lamar. Thank you, man. All right. Let's get to it. Let's get to it then. Who really won Dizaster versus Frak? Now, before I give y'all my winner, let's get into these interesting concepts. I got two concepts I want to talk about. The 3 battles and the 3 vibes of a battle. All right, let's do the 3 battles first. I said this in, I think, my last blog. There's really 3 battles. There's the battle before the battle, leading in. That's when you're talking your shit. You could be dropping diss tracks. You could be doing interviews. Think about how some battlers drop tactics before battle, try to release information before battle. And I hate to use this one because this one sounds a little bit personal. Actually, I won't say. I'll just key on it for people that's really in tune. A grudge match that happened on RBE that didn't go well. There was a tactic that was dropped the week of the battle where it's like too late for the opponent to try to write to it, but that was like a real personal attack. You know what I'm saying? So it's obvious that battle rappers use that tactic of battling before they rap. Then, of course, the second one is on stage where we actually hit the bars. That's the most important. And the third one is after. And I gave y'all an example of somebody that does a great job trying to drill home his battles after the match is over. And that's Serious Jones. He goes on campaigns when his battles are over and does interviews and blogs and all types of shit, convincing whoever's not convinced that he won. You know what I'm saying? And it works. It's all in people's subconscious. You know what I'm saying? It's all promotion. It's all talk. It's all a war of words and a chessboard. So take some of that into account. Now, as far as the judging of this battle, now let's get to the other thing, the 3 vibes. I said this in a blog before too. You got 3 vibes to somebody that's watching the battle, whether you're watching it live in a building. You can get a vibe from being there live, right? For example, a lot of people had Danny Myers beating Swave on the channel when we dropped the battle on the channel. 2-1 for Danny, taking the first and the second. But I can attest, no disrespect or discredit to Danny at all. in the building, the energy and the feel and the vibe of Swave's third round almost made it impossible for the judges to give it to Danny. That was just the moment, the feel, the energy, the vibe. You can never replicate the in the building live energy. A camera, a live stream, nothing can replicate that. It's almost like, some people say Calico beat Lux 2-1, but the war is always going to be won by Lux because of that third round. Every once in a while, you can have such an energetic moment that's polarizing. I'm going to get back to that word polarizing in a second. So that's the first vibe. The second vibe is like, let's say a VOD. That could be like an initial cut of a battle. You know what I'm saying? Like the VOD that we just put out for Mask On Part 1. Then you got a full edit. Full edits could have things like visual effects, sound effects. Audio was really adjusted to maximize crowd audio and battler audio. Camera angles are really detailed to make sure that they're capturing some of the most exciting moments that the camera crew caught and picked up on. Everything is brought to life in a full edit more than, way more than VOD. For example, you could watch the VOD of Math versus Jag, and it's different of watching how Math was reacting during that third round than a full edit because you're getting different camera angles during different moments. You're seeing things that you didn't see in the VOD. So there's 3 vibes that you could catch. This one, obviously, we're not talking about a VOD. We're talking about, this live on Twitch, and we're talking about in the building. Now, me, who was watching live on a stream, I had Frak winning. The battle. I thought he took the first. The second, where he did the paper thing, trap, that blew up the room, that kind of left a big impression on me. And even the third, he had some crazy shit. Now Dizaster, I think made the second and the third way more closer. I think he definitely lost the first. Diz definitely lost the first. But here's the thing that I can maybe give credit to the judges for. Don't kill me, y'all. I see a lot of y'all saying what y'all are saying in here. Dizaster is arguably the most aggressive performer and polarizing face-to-face battler that we've ever seen. He's one of those in person, as he's performing, his energy, he's a polarizing character. So if you're in the building and you're watching him right there in front of you, rapping and going through his shit and performing in his energy, he kills Frack in those areas. He kills Frack in performance, aggression, energy. That shit is contagious in the building. That's what I just got through trying to explain to y'all, like with Sway versus Danny. You know what I'm saying? It's polarizing shit in person. But on the Twitch stream, the vote was 76% Frack and 24% Diz, yet every judge in the building had it for Diz. So I'm trying to say that could be a factor why we're seeing this. David, shout out to David, appreciate the support, homie. Diz lost. It's a popularity vote on the judges' part. More people will watch the rest of the tournament if Diz is in it. I gave it a 30 sack to Frack. I don't want to, I respect what you just said, David, and I appreciate the support. I don't want to do the conspiracy thing. Yeah, it's true. Dizaster is the biggest name in the tournament. He is the pillar of the tournament. He is the anchor to the tournament. We want to see him in the finals. He has the biggest following of everybody in the tournament. I get it. But let's not just, say that it was rigged or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not say that. You also got this. Let me throw this out there too. What do y'all think about this? You know how in boxing, if you're the champ, you got to get knocked out. In battle rap, sometimes that could be the bigger draw, the bigger entity, the more polarizing and iconic person. You know what I'm saying? So Frack is kind of getting a kind of the look. Frack is respected, but Dizaster once again is the true battle rap icon of this tournament, the top dog of the tournament. So You could look at it like that too. If you end up with Diz in front of you, you gotta knock him out. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't take that to the judges. You can't take that 12 rounds. Maybe you got some of that element too. Maybe some of that element is involved. I don't know how y'all feel about that. Come on, bro, be real. I hear you. I hear you. Listen, I admit, like I said, watching it, I had Frack winning. I watched the live. But I saw the Twitch vote, but every judge in the building had it for Diz, and I don't think it was a conspiracy. I don't think they all huddled up and said, "Yo, we got to make sure that we push Diz through this tournament." No, I think it's either A, once again, because it's way different energy in the building versus live. Now I gave you examples of that and I explained how that really is. And a lot of fans that have been to live battles and watch battles on VOD, live pay-per-view or full edits on YouTube, y'all see the difference as well. I think it's either that or it's the fact that Diz is the icon and you gotta knock him out. You can't take him 12 rounds to the judges. You gotta knock him out cold. I think maybe that's the reason, those two, a mix maybe of those two reasons why maybe he won the vote. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Diz. You know what I'm saying? Diz put on. It's not like he got washed. You know, Diz didn't get washed and be like, "Whoa, what the fuck? This is Roy Jones in the Olympics." If y'all know what I'm talking about, Roy Jones, he almost quit. You know, he almost didn't go into professional boxing because he was robbed in the professional Olympics to the point where his opponent even raised his hand at the end. His opponent grabbed Roy Jones' hand and lifted it up after the fucking fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I know Roy Jones' career because he's one of my favorite boxers. So a lot of y'all mean I know what I'm talking about. But trust me when I say there have been times where we know true conspiracy theory type of robbery. Don King has been involved in some of them. You know what I'm saying? It happens. No, Diz got up there and put the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? But every judge having it that way, if it was like split with the judges, maybe, but every judge had it for Diz. So I gotta assume that it's just that polarizing difference of being in the building versus being on the stream, because you saw the vote on the stream, 76 to 24% in Frack's favor, and you see everybody here in this chat. Lamar Gilmore, Diz is like Braun losing in the first round. NBA said no. Once again, man, I don't wanna put that on. I don't wanna do that. ARP loves sitting on the fence. I'm not sitting on the fence. I said I had Frack winning. Um, Devontae M, appreciate the support. I saw Diz versus Danny in person, bro. The way he degrades you, balks on you, his timing, his animation, his Honda bar. You understand what I'm talking about. I was standing right behind Dizaster when he battled Pat Stay. Me and Kayvon from Special Caliber. That was the name of his shooting imprint. Shout out to Kayvon. I haven't spoken to him and seen him in a long time. But in Toronto, I was standing right. I've watched Diz battle live on many occasions. Whether I was standing behind him during the Pat Stay battle, whether I was there for him versus Hollow surprise battle, I was there in the building. I'm trying to tell you, and I host battles. I know that there's a difference between on camera and in the building. And that's what Devontae was just talking about as well. He's seen it for himself too versus Danny. Sinestro 101, appreciate the support, my guy. You the homie ARP, but you can't be shooting these folks bail like that. This was wrong. I didn't bail them out. I'm saying, I'm not trying to bail nothing. I'm saying I got Frack winning. That's what I'm saying. And I'm trying to rationalize why it may have been clear cut in the building that all the judges had Diz. I'm trying to rationalize it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to rationalize it. And I'm adding in things about battle rap that definitely are true. Whether it applies to this battle or not, I'll let y'all decide that. But what I said about the 3 different vibes and the 3 different battles is 100% a fact in battle rap. 100%. All right. So that's my speaking on the card. Like I said, I had one major con. Judges, we ain't doing that fucking neutral shit, draw shit for the voting. And I also gave one huge pro, which was the look of the West. Oh my, that location looked crazy on camera. But shout out to everybody that battled tonight. And yeah, what if we end up with Dizaster versus Active? That could be crazy. So shout out to Dizaster and shout out to Frack. I have Frack winning on camera. But I could see what might have happened. Might. I don't want to speak all the way for them. You know what I'm saying? That y'all want to hang me. I could see what might have happened in the building with the judges. And I did see that percentage on the screen. So shout out to the whole tournament. But what else y'all got going on? All right, we still underneath 30 minutes, so I got a couple, man, before I jump out of here. Listen, this sort of smoked this. Eric, man, appreciate the support. The source said Frak clearly won though. Who do you have in a rematch, Diz or the Saurus? I'm gonna take Diz. I think Diz is the favorite, not just because he's an icon, but the prep. You know, I think Frak said on camera post battle, he mentioned like 3 weeks or something like that. I'm pretty sure he said 3 weeks. The tournament is, you know, week after week after week going through the different regions, I believe. So it's got to be fast writing for everybody. And Dizaster's a writer, but even where he doesn't have enough time to write for somebody, like the way he fucking went into a dark place and wrote for God knows how long for Iron Solomon, you know, he did a blog breaking that down for RBE. It's on our channel. His writing process of how he came to such a fucking classic performance versus Iron Solomon. He broke that down for a blog for us, and we uploaded it on the channel. Check it out. He's not gonna. There's no time for anybody in any of the regions to do that. You know, this is a faster paced situation. You got to really buckle down. And being that Dizaster, you know, he can go off of fucking just ideas. He can freestyle all of that. I think he has the edge in this shit. There's people in this tournament that are really better fucking put time aside, man, because I know some of the people in this tournament and they take time to write. You know what I mean? Round limits may be key. If every battle is 3-minute rounds, that might be tough for some people if these shits keep coming fast. If there are 2-minute rounds, different story. You can even break it up. First round and second round, 90 seconds. Third round, 2.5 minutes. I don't know how King of Dot booked it. Maybe certain battles have different time limits. You know what I'm saying? You never know based on when certain battles was locked in. That would be fair too. So I don't know how every battle was set up. Devontae, this is the power of Dirtbag Dan, Goods and Swave. They don't rely heavily on bars. They rely heavily on their ability to make people look like lames. And who did you say? You said Goods, Swave, and Dirtbag Dan? They all got some bars though. Swave is an angle king. He's one of our kings when it comes to angles. And some people believe that Swave has the most 30s. I don't know if you could do that without having bars. Goods has that reputation on him. A lot of people say that about Goods. Goods sneaks in a lot of clever shit here and there. But yeah, Goods has a lot of image, a lot of presence, a lot of crowd control, a lot of defense. So I understand why people say that about Goods. Matt, right now, at this very moment, no. Of all time, he has an argument, of course. He's a GOAT. Snake Eyes versus Wolf needs to happen on RBE. I agree so as well. But on October 10th, we still got some business to handle, which is going to be Head Ice versus Rosenberg Raw. Rosenberg Raw called me. He said this nigga's dead. Let's see how Ice feels ASAP. Who was a better angler, Swave or John and Don? It's tough to take that from Swave. Swave has had that reputation for a long time. John has more of a reputation of being an all-around battler. So I'm gonna go with Swave on that question. Well, I put in the title fan questions, so let me keep taking some questions. I'm gonna pick them randomly. All the supers, I definitely got y'all because that shit jumps up on the screen and shit. Definitely got y'all, and I appreciate y'all support. All these other little random ones, I'm gonna try to just pick them up as fast as possible. When is RBE's next event? Shaka G, October 10th, a couple weeks. We're coming up. Mask on Part 2. You got Jag versus 40 Cal. So it's like the first real, to me, no disrespect, industry versus industry battler. Or return industry versus return industry battler. Of course, we have Fredro the Godson. Fredro the Godson. Rest in peace, Fred the Godson. We have Fredro versus Keith Murray, which to me was a mockery of battle rap. And I fuck with both of those guys. They're legends. But that was a mockery. And we had Pastor Troy versus Bone Crusher, which was like, I don't know what to call that. It was just, they was just messing around. It seemed like, just playing around. I think it was on beat 2. Those are the 2 that I remember. This is a real battle. 40 Cal came back and did like a real what we expect to see versus Ill Will. Jag came back and did a real what we expect to see versus Match. So those 2 are going against each other. It's kind of like the first time the game is seeing that. We also got Big K versus Big T. Big K is on a run, having a crazy 2020, and Big T, I think it's perfect timing for us. So every once in a while, you catch a battler where it's perfect timing. I think RBE just caught Big T at perfect timing. I think it's time for him to put on a show out because battle rap has short memories, and I think he's no fool. He knows that. What else is on there? Got A Ward versus Old Red. People are saying that that's an immediate classic. I don't got to speak too much about that. Y'all know what it is. We got Head Ice versus Rosenberg Raw. That's our cold battle. You know what I'm saying? Ice versus Rosenberg. And you got Chef Trez versus Bankhead. Bankhead is debuting on his first face-to-face RBE battle, and Chef Trez has been a mainstay over here, so that might be fireworks too. Ali Enigma Show. Appreciate the support, homie. ARP, please bring back King Los back. He was by far the best industry return, complex rapping with intricate punchlines, double entendres, and a true pen. King Los, I fuck with heavy. I definitely think he had a great return. I want to see him come back versus DNA. I don't think he wants to battle DNA. He explained on Queen's Flip show, on Queen's Flip Live, why he feels disrespected by DNA and why he won't battle him. I think that's the battle that a lot of people want to see. I hit King Los up the other day. He was like, "Oh, what's good? Talk to me." And then I sent him over some details, and then we never connected after that. So I don't know. King Los, I don't know how much he really wants to battle, but we could definitely get something done. Los was fire. I definitely agree. Los was fire. Definitely. Shout out to King Los. Devontae M. What is Good's presence like in person? In person, he's just a little short fucking whatever guy. Like he's like in person, Goods is like a 4'2". He's quiet. Around me, he's quiet because Goods knows his place. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll be around some of these other niggas that he know he got the up on. But in person, around me, you got my 6'1", sturdy, rare breed ass. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a serious type of guy, and these niggas is like whatever to me. Like a nigga like Goods, and then you got little ass 4'8" Goods that's standing underneath me, just like, "Hey RP, what time do I rap?" You know what I'm saying? Like that's what he's like in person to me. You know what I mean? Like I tell Goods, like, "Nah, you're not going on yet. Like go to the store real quick, grab me a little bottle of water or something real quick, and then I'll put you on the stage." That's what Goods is like in person to me. I tell him I said so. Good's gonna drop a blog on you tomorrow. Listen, that's fine. Goods could go on Caffeine, a platform that he doesn't own, and respond to me if he wants with his little headset. You know what I'm saying? He can definitely do that. I'll be right here back on a channel that I own. You know what I'm saying? And I will begin to carve that man up. So Goods better pick his battles the right way. King Naeem TV, appreciate the support, homie. How can I help you find new talent from the Midwest? Hit up Lawrence, homie. Lawrence runs the One SKS. Will Diz ever be on RBE? I hope so, for a face-to-face battle. I'm never going to, even if we don't get Diz in a face-to-face battle, I'm never going to say that we didn't have Dizaster, because booking him for the social distance battle versus 40 Cal, like, trust me, behind the scenes booking that card was like a real event. Like it was a headache for us, like putting that whole card together and paying all that out and constructing all of that and try to drop all those battles and those videos for y'all when face-to-face shit was kind of shut down. So yeah, Dizaster was booked. He was contracted. He got a deposit, back end. He sent in his rounds. He rapped for like 5-6 minutes versus an opponent that we set him up for. Everything was, it just so happens it was Corona time. So You know, I'm proud to say that we did book Dizaster. Fuck that. Yeah, Dizaster versus 40 Cal. It's on the channel. Go check it out. Dizaster versus 40 Cal. Go pull that up. Uh, who would you book Diz against? Oh man, come on, Diz. There's a lot of people that Dizaster could battle. There's a million people that Dizaster could battle. Daylight just tweeted the 4 judges were Crack City. Shout out to Daylight. That's funny. ARP, what about booking Danny versus Arsenal? That battle's been in the air for a while. We would do it. Shout out to Arsenal. Shout out to Danny. Definitely. Lloyd Banks or RBE. Lloyd Banks be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Every time me and Banks has exchanged text messages here and there, it's been like, oh, what's good, bro? And then it's like, he just disappears. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Banks really wants to do it. Please bring back Clean Paper. Shout out to Clean Paper, man. Definitely. It's a good idea, man. Maybe it is time to get Clean back. He was on our social distance series, part 1 and part 2. But yeah, maybe it's time to get Clean back. Shout out to Clean. Diz versus King Los. Dizaster wants to battle King Los. When I was on the phone with Dizaster and we were setting up social distance, he brought up King Los. So that's true. ARP versus Goods. ARP 1-0. It's better stay 1-0. Goods don't want to go no rounds, man. They don't want to go no fucking rounds with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. What's he gonna do? Flash me his pinky ring? What's he gonna do? Get on the caffeine stream with a fucking half cup of Henny and a little plastic cup? I don't drink that shit. You know what I'm saying? What's Goods gonna tell me? What's he gonna tell me? I can't dress? Or he's gonna talk about Armani and y'all haven't seen me wear Armani in like 4 years. That's how much I stamped that shit. I haven't worn it in like 4 years, and y'all still. What's he gonna say to me? Goods, what can you say to me? Like, let's be real. You can't talk women, you can't talk money, you can't talk fly, you can't talk shit to me. I'll fuck around and be a better rapper than you too. Make me write some shit for Goods. Alright, that'll really be bad. Imagine I drop a social distance round on fucking Goods and the shit is better. Y'all would really get him out of there, right? Y'all would be like, nah, Goods is done. ARP beat you in a round. That's it. For ARP for judge of King of the Dot. You gotta be there though, and I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? I think you should be in the building as a judge. I really do think you should be in the building if you're judging the King of the Dot battles. Shout out to King of the Dot, man. They put on today. Come on, like I said, the second half of this video, I want to keep y'all for questions. I don't want to run my mouth like I do in all the blogs. ARP sending shots. Yeah, man. Just don't say I got a ghostwriter, man. Don't say I got no ghostwriter if I drop a video on Goods of one of these niggas. Appreciate that, Mr. Maggot. Why you got the second name Maggot though, my nigga? Goods versus Big K. Goods won't do it. And that's not. I'm not even joking anymore. I'm dead serious. Spoke to Goods about it. And I respect the reason. I respect that he said he doesn't want to battle Big K. Like, I'm not even joking anymore. No more. Dead serious. So y'all will never see that battle. Y'all probably never see that battle. Will you ever book Brooklyn Hands? Me and Brooklyn Hands spoke for Heavy Half earlier this year. Yeah, I definitely would book Heavy Half. Heavy Half was almost coming over to RBE a bunch of times. Even like 5 years ago, he was almost booked with Jims one time. This time it was gonna be Heavy Half. Yeah, shout out to Brooklyn Hands. Let's remove this clown. I've never removed somebody before. That's the first time. Show off. Yeah. There you go. Put him on timeout. It says there's a timeout feature. All Enigma. Do you think you could ever get an industry rapper like Fabulous, Jadakiss, Lloyd Banks, Lupe Fiasco? I think we could, but do we really want to? I mean, Jadakiss talking like $500,000 or some shit. He said he wanted, right? Didn't Jada say he want $500,000? I don't know if I do battle rap that heavy to pay anybody $500,000. But then again, you can get sponsorships and shit like that. It doesn't have to come directly from my pocket. So I never say never. But I wouldn't say that that's like the goal right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're kind of dancing around that a little bit. You see a lot of these guys coming back, you know. So you think Corey Guns will step on RBE? No, I spoke to Corey Guns 2-3 months ago. And the same thing with Graf. Before y'all asked me about Graf. Graf wants to come over and do a music performance. He doesn't want to battle, at least yet. All right, y'all be surprised how many people I talk to about battling on RBE. Y'all be surprised. Yeah, that was Corey Guns. Shout out to K Walker. K Walker was on RBE like 6 years ago. He's got a battle that's on our channel. You'll see a early K Walker. You'll see like a early Drugs on our channel. Who's some other guys that you're seeing popping up a little bit more these days? Holmesy the God had like 3 battles on RBE in our validation room, and then he was booked versus Mr. Mills and he missed that battle, and then we never really got back to working after that. And that's when Mills spit one of his rounds to me. It's on the channel, because Holmesy didn't make it, and Mills, he made his way to New York last minute. We gave the fans one of his rounds, and I just stood on the stage with him, so he wasn't just up there by himself, and it looked like he was rapping at me, but it was one of his Holmesy rounds. Joey Jihad, spoke to Joey Jihad before a bunch of times too. He fuck with RBE. I don't know how much he's willing to do it. I'd like to see Joey Jihad debut on Battle Academy though. Shout out to the homie Stiz. I'd like to see him debut on Battle Academy. Will Sirius Jones ever be back? Sirius Jones is down right now. Tom, he's dealing with something. What up? What up? Hot Rizzy, what's good? What you think about Young Grizz? Talented. BLM versus Glock 45. Book QP Quantum. He was on I saw both social distance battles. Cass versus Mook. Man, you talk about shit talking. Cass versus Mook. That would be a show before the show. That really is one of those, like I said, there's 3 battles. That would be one of them type shits. Yeah, Jones is going, like I said, he's going through something right now. Thoughts on Frak? He's crazy. Talented kid, man. I shouldn't call him a kid. Talented guy. Big K versus Sharon. Salute David. Salute back, homie. All right, y'all gotta give me some interesting stuff before I get out of here. T-Rex versus Cass. That would definitely be a lot of shit talking. You know what? There's a face-off that I want to see. I want to see Cassidy versus Jay Mills in a face-off. I still to this day think Jay Mills versus Ness is one of the funniest face-offs in battle rap history. I could not believe. I mean, off cam, Charlie Clips was there, Hitman was there. You don't see me on. We're all just behind the camera laughing our asses off at how entertaining those 2 guys were. That's when Jay Mills, he threw the fucking bottle at the wall. Ness, he went into his shorts underneath his jeans to pull out a knot, and a lot of people don't know what that's from, like that street shit. They're like, what the fuck is going on here? Jay Mills was trying to expose Ness, talk about, nigga, I told you, you asked me what hat to wear before the face-off started on this shit. They were talking about record labels. Ness's age came up. That turned into like a joke. You know what I'm saying? The label that Ness didn't know. He was like, what's that, a bunch of faggots? yo, Jay Mills versus Ness. Face Off is the funniest fucking face off ever. I'm watching that shit when I get off this live. Man, Shaw versus Diz. Shaw took that mean shot at Dizaster in the 3rd round of his math battle. If it ended up being Shaw versus Diz, that would be sick. That would definitely be sick. Nix the Don. Who's Nix the Don? You mean Hot Nix from Styling on You? Is that who you're talking about? Is Nix the Don? Nix from the Styling on You shit? Was Suge on RBE? Yeah, Suge battled Rosenberg on RBE. Was that the Lift of Soul card? Yeah, it's on the channel. It's from Rosenberg Raw and his camp. They did like all masks in their third round and shit. They all put on ski masks and shit. Actually, Suge versus Rosenberg Raw is the first time Suge ever did a What's Your Life Like? Do your history. Suge versus Rosenberg Raw on RBE is the first time Suge ever did a What's Your Life Like? Cortez versus Jims is the first time Cortez ever did a What More I Gotta Do. You know what I'm saying? The Rucker, baby. There's a lot of history in the Rucker. Did LeBron deserve MVP? Probably. But you can't be mad that Giannis got it. Finance Diz versus Show. Hey, y'all might get it on this tournament. Y'all slow down. Dipset versus Larceny, 2-on-2 RBE. JR and 40 Cal versus Jag and Cassidy. You don't, yo, if Cassidy jumps into fucking Jag's round, it's gonna be wild. It could be wild. Cause Cassidy, I believe, is very, very close to where the battle's going down. Trez versus Sharon, still one of RBE's greatest battles. I agree. That shit was epic to me. Fourth round, shit that you don't see. So it's just had elements that, you know, you can't see anywhere else. You know what I mean? And that's not even the first time we did it. Big Cannon and Sharon had a crazy fourth round too. You know, it's RBE shit. I'll pay for Cash versus Mook face off. Me too. RBE, appreciate that. What do you think about Geechee versus Calico battle? I'll tell you what I want to see. And then I'm going to get out of here. On a blog I did the other day, I was talking about how, you know, battle rap is kind of running out of battles a little bit. We can keep mixing and matching and, you know, cook this up real quick or throw this in and try to take battles that have temporary buzz and create new matchups. You know, it is what it is. I'm just being honest. I'm keeping it real. But we're running out of meaningful stuff. There's a meaningful battle that is brewing underneath people's noses. And I think it might be under people's noses is because it's real animosity. It's not battle rap. It's a real, I don't think I'll fuck with you like that. And it's Hitman versus Calico. I don't know if y'all seeing what I'm seeing. But they had, I don't know if they had something prior, but in the public's eyes, it kind of started when Hitman did the prank, I think. And I think Calico said some things on Twitter that Hitman disagreed with. They had some back and forth interviews. Even just now, yesterday, you see Hitman tweets Aver about his performance versus Calico. Calico jumps on a thread, responds. Aver then responds to Calico, and Calico's like, nah, I just don't like how Hitman didn't, you know, try to throw me my... It's like they keep having these little jabs at each other. Calico had a recent interview on Hip Hop Is Real, you know, talking about Hitman, talking about their relationship. Like, yo, just tell me, come up to my face and tell me you don't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got like a real thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, did they ever battle before? Did Hitman and Calico ever battle? I don't remember Hitman and Calico ever battling. I'm having a brain freeze with that. Rematch. Yeah, rematch. Yeah, my bad. When the fuck did they battle? And who won? Who won with Hitman? I'm having a brain freeze on that, son. Have you talked with Daylight recently? Me and Daylight talk like 3 times, 4 times a week. Talked to Daylight like 2 days ago. Cal punished Hitman. Damn, what league was Calico versus Hitman on? Or what card? Or what, damn, what the fuck was that? I'm bugging. Everybody's saying Cal won. Gladiator School. Oh, that was a 1-rounder, right? It was a 1-rounder? Gladiator School is all 1-rounders, right? Nah, that's rematchable, man. Yeah, Snoop shit. Yeah, that's rematchable, man. Nah. 3 rounds. Now they really got something that they really feel in their chest towards each other. That's a serious battle right there. That's getting created, I think, on the low as a big battle, whether they know it or not. I don't even think they're trying to make it a battle or thinking about battle rap. I just think they have their own little small animosity, and we're seeing it. We keep seeing it on camera, interviews, Twitter, whatever. Yeah, on Snoop's joint. You right. Y'all right. Yep. Answer to that, Phil, is no. You think you can make it happen? Anything's possible, man. We've done some things that people thought was impossible. Shit, we got Hitman and Bill collected to fucking get in the ring. Why we can't get fucking Hitman and Calico get in the ring? Shit. Hitman Bill Collector is a worse situation than Hitman and Calico. Verb versus Head Ice, now we good. ARP trying to bounce so he can blaze. I don't smoke. I never smoked a day in my life. Never smoked weed once in my life. Organic versus ARP, 1 round. Nah, Organic has battled before, so he's got an edge. I ain't taking that. I'm good. I ain't risking that. He already got an edge on that. Organic used to battle, man. Yeah, no, I remember it. I did see the battle. I just forgot when I couldn't bring it in my head that Calico and Hitman battle. Nah, I definitely remember their 1 rounder. Definitely remember that shit. Cal versus Hitman. Yeah. Damn, role model setting out here. And you want to know what? I'm not even trying to act like it's, some huge thing. People do what they do. If you got to go with a drug, probably would be weed. You know what I'm saying? My parents smoke weed. All my people smoke weed. A lot of everybody around smoke. It just never became my thing. And once I, got to a certain point where I still didn't do it, I was like, I ain't gonna try this shit now. Like, fuck it, I'm past it. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, man. We getting the right night, man. You better pour them drinks up though. But no, I never smoked weed once in my life. Can't tell you what it's like. Could you don't want to all Enigma show? We cool on that. Appreciate the support though. All Enigma show. But nah, we're not interested in booking that or booking him. I'm taking a couple more questions, then I'm out of here. I'm hearing Verb versus B Dot. Verb and B Dot battled already. They battled on King of the Dot. Pretty sure it's King of the Dot, yeah. There should be a RBE West Coast event. Yeah, think so. Is RBE going to do a tournament? It's not a plan. It's not a plan. Would you book Reed? Yep, we book Reed. Shout out to Reed. I'm nasty with the bars for real. How do I get on the league? You gotta go through Lawrence, homie. He runs the One SKS. Loader versus Mook. Dang, y'all want to see another Loader versus Mook? What's that, number 3? Favorite underrated RBE battle? Flyboy Wave. Great question. My favorite underrated RBE battle. There's too many, but I give you a couple. One of them is going to be Big Cannon versus Mr. Mills. Extremely underrated battle. That was great. Big Cannon versus Mr. Mills. Absolutely. That was the first battle where we left the footage in between rounds because the reaction from the bars was just so crazy that how Mr. Mills ended his round. We just had to leave the footage keep going all the way until Big Cannon started rapping. That's one of them, underrated. I don't really see JC versus Mr. Mills underrated. A lot of people bring that up, so maybe not that one. QB versus Official was the best female battle that year. It's just that we have so much time passed and so many battles happen, we just forget certain classics. What's something that's super underrated? Super underrated. It might be Big Cannon and Mr. Mills. It really might be Big Cannon versus Mr. Mills. It might be that. Thanks for the content and classics. Can't wait for Mask On 2. Appreciate it, ARP. Shout out to Jerry Hastings. Appreciate the support, homie. Got you. Yeah, we in countdown mode. We can't do any more limited tickets to be in the building, but everybody go grab your VOD right now. Support us, man, at rarebreedent.com. Grab your $20 VOD. It's up there right now. Jerry Hastings, man, appreciate the support, man. Appreciate that. That super chat right there, man. I appreciate that. I don't even want you to buy the VOD now. DM me on IG, Jerry Hastings. Take the screenshot or something like that. And show me your YouTube channel or something like that and DM it to me. And I want to get you set up for a VOD, man. Appreciate support like that. That's love, homie. That means you really support and fuck with RBE. Oh, hold on. I see hearts. I got to stop, man. Too many niggas in here I'm talking with. I got to say what's up to the ladies. Kiana Lachey. Love you, King. Nah, I'm just joking. Nah, I don't do all that extra too much. This is the internet. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I really appreciate it. The thing that I'm trying to entice is we don't got enough women supporting battle rap. You know what I'm saying? It's all fucking dudes. You know what I mean? But Kiana Lachey, thank you for the support. Really appreciate that. ARPY Frak going on. What the Frak going on out here? Shout out to Frak, shout out to Diz, man. It's gonna be a little controversial, but Big Cannon versus Mr. Mills was fire. I'm trying to tell him. Lower East Side in the building. LES. Did Frak win? Depends whether it seems to be whether you watched it on live or whether you was in the building to be a determining factor. Prince the Kid, shout out to ARP, real cool dude. Thank you, homie. I really appreciate that, Prince the Kid. ARP, clean that up real quick. Yeah, you can't do too much on the internet, homie. Mr. Karate, not too many people know that Rex beat Lux way back in the day before URL. Well, there's a million of them niggas used to be battling on streets and all that. There's a million battles that's not on camera. You know what I'm saying? If you're from that era, you've seen a lot of them. I used to see them in the hallways, lunch table, all type of shit. Peace King, what's the word? Ain't shit, B1. Is it B1? Yeah, it's B1 Sleep. Ain't shit, I'm chilling. Will you ever do another event or do an event in the Netherlands? Oh no, man, dang. I never really thought of that about Netherlands, but shit, I guess anything is possible. ARP for the coach, I try to be homie. I met you in Chicago at the JC versus Clips card. You a solid dude. Appreciate that, Fly Philly. JC versus Clips card. Was that the Black Ice and Guerrilla Warfare collaboration event? That's where you see some of those battles edited by Black Ice that might even still be on Guerrilla Warfare's channel. That might be the card that has one of my favorite one-rounders ever, which is Big Cannon versus Cortez. That's when that battle right there is what made at the time Big Cannon one of my favorite battlers. When he battled Cortez in that one round. I think that's the same card. Might have been The Awakening. Was that the name of the card? I forget. Might have been Awakening. But it was like a lot of one-rounders, and I think it was a collab between Guerrilla Warfare in Chicago and Black Ice Cartel together. It's crazy they had a fallout after that, but they did good work together. RBE on caffeine at Twitch. Not right now. We chilling. Frak Hoffa 2-1. Y'all are stupid. Frak Hoffa. You should definitely do an event in the Netherlands. Listen, man, I ain't putting nothing off the table. What's the funniest face on your channel? Wait, ARP, what's your funniest face on the channel? What you mean funny? You mean like reaction? I don't know, man. That's too hard to think of. Battle rappers make more than 2A is fucking scrolling too fast. What the fuck? Why do you think Soul Khan deserve a chance to redeem himself? I think a lot of people deserve a chance to redeem themselves. Is what the fans care about. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Me, I believe a lot of people deserve second and third chances. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just write off people that have given the culture. Soul Khan gave the culture so much. That's why, you know, it was impactful when his return was announced. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? But he had such a horrible performance that people just like want to throw him in the trash. I think it's one thing to say, yo, you had a horrible performance. And another thing to say, oh, you suck, get the fuck out of here, never rap again. Like, that's why some people be like, damn, all that I did for y'all, and I have a bad performance like this, and this is how y'all treat me. It's why some people get attitudes, and I understand why. So, does he deserve another chance? Yeah, but I will admit his performance was so bad that he really needs to go to the drawing board and make sure that he doesn't come back like that again, or just leave his legacy where it's at, because he still got classics. He still made a big impact on battle rap. Soul Khan. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You see how I remind y'all just that fast that Soul Khan was one of them guys. Can I work for RBE? I love the culture, just need an opportunity. Man, you don't want to work in battle rap, trust me. Ain't you looking around and seeing all this shit going on, man? And that's only 10% of the fuck shit. The other 90%, trust me, you don't want to get behind the scenes and have to walk through it. You don't want to be in battle rap. Look cool from the other side of the camera. It ain't. Fuck, we passed the hour, man. All right. Appreciate all the questions, man. I want to do these more often where not only do we get through a topic, but I get a chance to rock with the fans a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go put away my fucking Papoose CDs. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate y'all. October 10th. It's going down. Go to rarebreedent.com. Get your VOD. It's up there for $20. The first real industry versus industry battle. 40 cal versus Jag. Jag coming off of a wild battle with Math Hoffa and 40 cal. Coming off of a sick run of, always pulling a rabbit out the hat. Whether it's a third round with Ill Will and then a Baby Cortez and then Math Hoffa popping out versus Diz. What's he gonna do now? You know what I'm saying? So this could get real interesting. And shout out to everybody else on the call. But we'll get to more of it. Y'all gonna get some exclusives on the channel. I probably got an exclusive coming with Big K, Big T. Probably I'll grab over at A-Ward. You know what I'm saying? We got some exclusives coming. You know what I'm saying? October 10th. That's for Cheesy Rim. October 10th. Jag versus 40 cal. It's going down on the Mask on 2 event. Go to my IG or go to this channel right here. You'll see the trailer. You'll see stuff going on, announcements and all type of shit. Jag 3-0 clear, body bag over 40. I think 40 is going to be motivated by all of this right now. I really think he is. I think he's going to be motivated. So we'll see what happens. All right, y'all. Peace. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday. I'm out of here. Appreciate y'all.